Business is brisk high in the skies. The invention of the jet engine has revolutionized aviation. Civil aviation is experiencing an unprecedented boom. Travelers can reach even remote destinations by plane. The train has had its day as a mode of passenger transport. Despite large distances becoming even easier to cross, certain places are inaccessible. The Iron Curtain separates east from west. The great powers have divided the entire world among themselves. Now all that remains to conquer are the skies. Before the Russians do, let's reach for the stars. We find ourselves in the Pacific Northwest, and the 50s are drawing to a close. Our airline is not yet bankrupt, but it will be soon if we don't do something fast. The planes are hopelessly outdated, and their capacities are far too small. If we want to remain competitive, we'll most likely have to renew our entire fleet. If that doesn't help, we'll be left with little choice than to search for new business opportunities. The main thing is that it's something where those eco-fundamentalists don't keep getting in our way. They're spreading like rabbits.
Welcome to Wait, let's start the mission here.
The Douglas DC-4 is pretty, but it's far too sluggish. Our friends at the Boeing Aircraft Company are hard at work on jet aircraft for passenger aviation, but they're still not quite there. However, there is an alternative. A completely new kind of aircraft entered the market recently. The Comet, the first ever jet airliner, reduces previous journey times by half. It is built by the British, but let's not nitpick.
Welcome to Total Corruption Gaming with your host, Eric Talon87, to JJ McGillicutty's Transporting Tycoon Empire, where the only thing better than money is more money. In this episode, we are reaching for the sky and piling it high. All right. So, our first order of business is replace the DC-4 aircraft in our fleet with the Comet. So, we've already sent, or we are going to send all our airplanes to the depot to sell themselves. Yeah, they're already coming in. And we are going to purchase new Comets here to replace them. So this takes $33 million. This is a chunk of change. We have $50 million to start off with, and it takes some time for these airplanes to come in. So instead of purchasing the Comets all at once right here at the beginning, we're going to wait for our aircraft here to come in and sell themselves, and then we're going to be purchasing our Comets. In the meantime, let's take a look at the map here. The facilities and the transporting of goods between the facilities are relatively short distances, and there is quite a variety of them. There's like 5 or 6 different commodities that we're going to be transporting in our transport network. We're going to use primarily trucks to transport all the different commodities because many different commodities have to be trucked both up and down the line. And when we use a train, the distances are not great enough for the trains to make a lot of money. And we simply don't have the funds to purchase larger trains to make it worthwhile. We have a lot of ventures that need to start up at once, and the trains just use up too much money. So we're going to begin down here at the south end, and we are going to construct a proper road system for our network while we are waiting for our airplanes to come in and sell themselves at the hangar. All right, so here we go. Starting down here at the south end, we're going to hit play so the airplanes will come in and we don't lose a lot of time. Okay, and we're going to be heading for this area right here. So we're going to get a nice big road here. Nice big road here. We're going to build it in $50,000 increments. What I find is building projects in $50,000 increments seems to cut down on a lot of excessive terrain cutting and filling. And when you work through the steep hills and the ups and downs in the terrain at $50,000, it seems to end up to be very economical. Okay, let's prep this. Now, one thing you got to be careful with these bridges is don't bulldoze this last section. That's very important. Because when we go to make it bigger, if you just make the bridge bigger... Oh, it's not working again. Well, in this case, can we make it like this? Okay, we can do that. So we'll settle for that. But if you bulldoze this last section, not even that will work.
Let's see.
All right, so we're down to a 4-lane bridge. Okay, we'll settle for a 4-lane bridge. Whoops. But you got to be careful with these bridges because this modifying terrain can be quite aggravating. Because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and the bridges are so rigid. Okay, so this is going to go through here. This is kind of why, so let's start right here and head north. Okay, moving along here at $50,000 increments. Okay, looks like we got to get rid of the road ahead. Okay, just moving along here. Let's connect these roads. Voila. Okay, let's go back and see about setting up a little bit better service. So since we're relying heavily on trucks, and there's going to eventually be a lot of trucks on the line, we need to set up the terminals to where the trucks don't get all tangled up trying to go for the individual terminals. It's like once you get 6 or 7 terminals all together on one street, it really gets crowded. So we're going to try and avoid that. It's like we of course need a main street coming into the terminal, but we need to branch off the different terminals so they don't all get so they don't all tangle each other up. It's hard to express verbally, but you'll know what I'm talking about when you see all the trucks on there a little bit later. So we need to give the terminals a lot of room to breathe. So we're going to use smaller terminals, and we're going to try and use these like roads to branch off and give the trucks lots of room to come in and go out of their various destinations. That actually works here. See, we could turn this terminal around and then they kind of be like buddies, but then all the trucks going to one terminal, so we're going to have, up to 10 trucks per line or something like that. So then you have 10 or 20 trucks trying to go down this little street. But in this case, since we have them spread out, then 10 trucks will come down here and turn off, 10 trucks will come down here and turn off, and hopefully they won't trip all over each other getting on and off the main road. So far this transport game, it doesn't seem to have a good dedicated freeway system where you can do on and off ramps and stuff. I mean, you can build that design, it just doesn't seem practical. It doesn't seem to have any practical applications so far in the game. Some games they have it where it's like a dedicated freeway and you have to go so fast to get on the freeway, and there's an entrance and there's an exit, and you can make like all 7 lanes one way and then all 7 lanes the other. I don't see this. It's like with the trains. See, there's no signaling. With the trains, you have signaling. You can make a train track, a one-way train track. You can put waypoints on the track, but they don't seem to have that for the road system. So it's not as versatile. It's like it's just a road. You're stuck with just a generic road wherever you go. So, oh well. Okay, just like that. Let's bring this around. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Wow, that works. Okay, kind of. Let's bring another one this way. So I'm kind of trying to remove the traffic jams into multiple small traffic jams instead of one big one. So if we turn the terminals to face the main street, then all the trucks are going to be trying to go one way or the other into these terminals right at this one place. But at least this time, we come down here and the two lines split off, and then the trucks trying to go into this terminal fuss here, but only for this terminal. So even if this terminal gets jammed up here on the street, this terminal can still be functional. At least that's the theory, okay? Put one more here. Try and line it up. Yep, still good. Okay, and I call these like breathing roads. We'll try and give it a road to breathe on. And so trucks can find various ways to get to the terminal. See, and what would be really nice is if we had a one-way, if we could make roads one way, like make streets one way, we could actually divert the trucks off here, come this way, make this a one way to go in, and then one way to go out, or vice versa. I think with vehicles, you always want to be turning right. So if we could make this a one-way street, the vehicles will come in, turn right, go in here, come back out, turn right, and then get back on the main road at a different place than they come off. And this makes a very good circulation of vehicles. But since we can't control the direction of road, the vehicles are just going to pick whichever way they want. So we're stuck with that. I'm not going to complain any more about that. You know, this isn't, we're not going to do that, but that's a limitation of the system. Okay, so our airplanes have come in. We're going to purchase 3 new comets. 1, 2, 3.
The British just cannot be trusted. The comet has broken its promises. In fact, it's broken in general and is falling from the sky in pieces after just a short time. We were able to make makeshift repairs to the things, but now word of the accidents has spread. Not exactly the best advertisement for us. We should look for alternatives. It'd be good to acquire an interest in the Boeing Aircraft Company, so we're soon in possession of better planes. There are some interesting developments underway at Boeing. A new production facility is to be built. What will be produced there, however, is still a secret. If we offer our services in construction, perhaps we'll find out more.
All right. We don't have to keep the comets. No comment on that. We're going to sell our comets. We're going to buy a Lockheed Super Constellation, and we are going to set him on our airline route, because the airline route doesn't really ever make money. I'm not even sure you have to do this, but this is what I do. So we got one airplane. So we didn't have, but if you bought the comets to begin with, they'd be in the air, and you'd have to be paying for them. And this way, since we just bought them and then sold them, we didn't lose any money. So this is how I like to start the scenario. Okay, so now the scenario actually starts with delivering the construction material to the Seattle Rocket Factory. And as you can see, that's what we're moving our network towards. So, here we go. Back to construction. Okay, got basically we have this area set up. So now we're going to come down to this area. And this is the hub of our network. And this is where it can get extremely busy. So we're going to have to construct we're going to have to be smart about the construction here. Okay. Let's get our 7-lane road here. And I think we're going to take the main road right through here. And we'll use this as a shipping and receiving hub. But we're trying to keep the terminals. We're trying to keep the terminals like this. We're trying to keep them off the main road a little bit. So let's take the main road right through here. Okay, right through here. Oops. Gotta be careful there. 120, 130. Gotta be careful. We'll do it in 50,000 increments. So we'll bring it in. Not that much. We'll take it. Okay, so we want to be careful about bypassing this environmentally protected area. see about improving this bridge. Be careful, don't bulldoze the last part of this bridge. That's where you get a lot of problems. Okay. So it's a lot cheaper to upgrade a bridge than it is to build your own. Okay. 4-lane bridge again. Not that surprising. Okay, so we're going to make another hub here. Okay, so this is going to take some thinking here. Keep going. Keep moving along here at $50,000 increments. Work our way through the difficult terrain, although this is fairly flat stuff, so pretty easy. Okay, so basically we've brought our main road into the area. So now we're going to turn this around, and we are going to now work toward that area from these facilities. So, let's see here. Oops. Okay, no, we're not. See, that was 80,000. Watch this. Okay, 20,000. Plus 11,000. That's $50,000 we save there, okay? Okay. Okay. Fit it in just like that. Give it a breather road. See, maybe we can bulldoze this section. Then come off like this. There we go. You know what? Let's come out like this. There we go. And this only has one commodity, so I don't think we're going to be too worried about a whole lot of shipping here. So this is probably this is good enough for now. Okay, so see, this only has, we're only dealing with one commodity, and it is going out. So this is a simple. This, however, is a little more complex because you're bringing in one commodity and you're shipping out 2, which means this facility alone, you're going to be handling 3 different commodities. On top of that, we're going to be shipping in this commodity and this commodity. So we have 5 commodities going in and out of this area. So this is where it gets a little more complex. All right, so let's see here. Nope, we're not doing that. Just like that. Replace that, and we will replace it with the 4-lane road. Coming in like that. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, and I think we will bring it in like that. Okay? Alrighty. So now this is going to basically be a 4 commodity area. So, okay, right about there. It's too close to that. It's kind of hard to know what is going to happen in advance. Okay, you know what? I think we're going to take it through this way. We'll put the breathing roads here, but we're going to take it around. The official route is going to be in the cave and around this bend. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna go right out there and meet that. Okay, coming in here. See, look, this is 156. Here we got 50,000 and 80,000. That's half the money. Okay, let's see here. What are we going to do with this? Usually, we're going to bring it into this complex. Okay, so maybe what we need to do is kind of make this a two-part complex. Okay, so let's. Can we bring a big road here? We kind of tried this and we couldn't. No collision. So let's bring a smaller road through here. Okay, and just bring this here. Like that. Okay, so this is going to be our complex. Is going to go to our complex, so this is going to come down into here somewhere. Do it this way, and then put another like road branching out here, kind of like that. There we go. Okay. Okay, just like that. Okay, like that. Try and come directly off of here. Kind of forcing us to Y off this a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can't get another facility here. Okay, this is good. There we go. Okay, let's see about getting another one. Okay, looks like we'll have to go like that. But we want them coming off the road, so how about we go? Can we get them? Let's try that. Let's see if this works. No, it does not. Okay. Oh well. Okay. So let's. There we go. He still can reach the facility and all the other stops. Yeah, because it's got so much fill to clear. Now this does work. Let's give that a try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, you know what? Actually, that's kind of why we made this a complex. We can go this way, so let's go this way. Alright, and if we need more, we can utilize this area. Alright. Okay, let's put it in here. Can we get any bigger? Yes, we can. That's good. Alrighty. Okay, so this hauls into some of these. 1, 2, so it's like 1, 2, then 1, 2. Hauling into 1, 2. That only leaves us 2. Like 1 to haul in the crude. But that's okay. We could expand it if we need it. Okay. Alright, which brings us to this next area, which we're kind of limited on space, and we don't want to interfere with this big road with a lot of intersections. So we want to come off the main road. We want to come off the main road, come into the complex, and get back on the main road somewhere else. Although technically nothing's going to... Yeah, the oil goes past. Okay. So we don't want to interfere with the big main road. Okay. So here we go. Let's see what we can do with this tricky setup. Okay, this looks like it's going to work. Let's see if we can't get a road behind this. There we go. Okay, come off right about there. Come off right about here. There we are, right there. Okay. So we're going to be hauling into commodities and hauling out to commodities. So this is like 4 commodities altogether. Wait, I thought I saw... Okay, let's try this again. Let's try building from back here up to this point, and let's try keeping this a bit lower. Okay, and then from this point, let's try building up to that point. Okay, that works. See, it's like, I wish the game wouldn't just simply tell you this isn't possible, but when you're starting to drag this, it tells you what is possible, not what isn't possible, you know. It's kind of like, instead of saying, I didn't hire it, you know, you didn't hire these lawyers to tell you what you couldn't do, you hired them to tell you what you could do, you know. Okay, let's get that right there. See if we can't slip our road past out here. There we go. Whoo! Oh no! Ah. See, instead of giving you all the error codes, it's like it should figure out what is possible and then adjust the road to that possibility. Phew! Alright, we got past the corner there. Woo! That was quite a challenge. It's like between the corner and that big freeway, that was quite a squeeze. There we go.
This has been JJ McGillicutty's Transporting Tycoon Empire on Total Corruption Gaming with your host, Eric Talon87. Join us again next time as JJ McGillicutty and company begin transporting commodities to the new Douglas construction facility. See you there.